Greetings and salutations everyone, welcome back to the stream. Today is going to be a Doki review. As I just finished Doki Literature Club, I want to give my full-fledged opinion and what I think about it. And I think you guys would like to hear my opinion, hopefully. But yeah, so I'm also going to be playing, Skyblock. So while I'm talking about my opinion, you guys can be entertained by me playing Skyblock. So yeah, I'm really excited to actually share what I think, especially since of how many episodes there have been and also what I'm going to tell you is my opinion and how I think the game is, and as well of behind the scenes of what has happened. I'm really excited. Start music. Okay. Let me show Minecraft. Alright. Now here's my Skyblock world. But yeah. So I'm going to be telling you guys about behind the scenes, what emotional toll has gone on me, and the aftermath, my opinion on the game, and like I said, behind the scenes. So let's first talk about the game itself. Now, for me, the game is really fun. Characters, as you know, my favorite was Yuri, as there are many reasons why I still love Yuri. It was fantastic, especially it was fantastic for an anime. As you know, it is based since the style is of course anime. So I'm not really surprised on how the artwork is. But it was very well done, very clean, especially the depths. I don't think I would have done well of actually drawing an actual noose. I think I would have found that, for me, very hard to draw. But so, props to the artist, especially. As well as to the game developers, because of rewriting the code every time. Because literally rewriting the code and just rewriting the code and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, just rewriting the code and making new stuff put in is just that. That was really cool. That was really cool. Especially since, and the twist, and the game is very impactful of lore. I haven't watched any theories about it, about Doki, and I will. But what I've seen is really what I've endured and seen of the storyline, and as well how the game is, how the game just rewrites itself. I think that deserves a lot of props. That could have taken a lot of time. Especially just keep rewriting it, rewriting it. Since it's a visual novel, there are many possibilities of what could have actually happened. And it's just really cool. Let's talk about the story now. I feel like this story is of my path of the story. What happened to me? I found it really eventful. I will say that it's really eventful. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I thought Natsuki and Yuri would have been a lesbian couple, but they weren't. So but that may have been a possibility that could have happened. I don't know. I didn't check. But I still found the whole game spectacular. Of all the time and effort that was put into it. With this story, for the story of my path of what I did, I found it really... oh shit. I found it really entertaining, especially with like the twist of Monica. I actually found that really surprising. The thing is, not really, because over how Eve is big-brained and figured out the whole theory herself. Either way, it was still very surprising. And I love games that I'm able to actually just find that are just like full of like lore and just you can make very full theories in order to actually see the game. And the game itself, like how like I said before, of how like the code just rewrites itself. I find that like so awesome. That was like really awesome. But the game itself was really entertaining. The deaths were just very surprising. The little Easter eggs in the code were very awesome. I really like those. And before the reset, so BTR before the reset, or BR before the reset. I'm repeating myself. So before the reset, the characters were very nice. The thing is, Monica near the reset, which she did. She was very sussy boy. She was very sus with how she is, like she knew, and she did, as we figured out in the end. The actual characters before the reset, AR. Yuri was of course very mysterious and very shy. That's one reason why she became my favorite. And we got Natsuki being the cute weeb, of course, and Monica being the leader, basically. Only the leader, yet kind and very respectful. We also got Sayuri, our childhood friend, who was just, just chilling. Just a chill boy. And throughout the story, we can tell that Monica is making some changes, especially on her knowledge of how she knew that she was in the game. That was very well known. When she gave hints to everyone, especially to my character. She gave a lot of hints to them. And it was very very sus, and they came up with a lot of theories between me and Eve. But the thing is, it got more and more suspicious. Because everything was going good. There were poems, everything. Everyone was talking to each other. I was gaining a friendship with Theory. Then you just see Monica here being super sus and just acting real weird. And so that's when the story starts to turn. Soon after, you learn about Sayuri and her depression, and then soon after she dies. Even though before she died, there was things in the code. There was like a picture called Happy Thoughts, and it was literally her hanging. And the thing is, I never checked about the folder before until her actual death. To then go through the trace back to TXT. Because after her death, the theories that came with Monica knowing started to emerge. And soon things got more and more interesting. Things became more and more interesting, and then things start to go more downhill. This time, Sayori's gone. She's dead. She's a gone boy, and she is dead. There's nothing I can do, and the game just resets. Once she died, like, everything for me emotionally got really just like dark a bit. Even though it's a fictional character, the thing is, after playing 3 episodes, which is probably an hour long, so like an hour is very much long, so most likely 4 or 5 hours of it already. yeah, 4.5 hours probably already watching it, playing it, sorry. Like, I've grown attached to these characters. And so, of just seeing Sayuri die that way, it actually took a hurt on me, and that's where the emotional toll actually started. Like, it actually really hurt, not gonna lie. Like, actually, it was really bad. I'm not gonna go much into it. Let's just say it was really bad, and like, I took a break for like a while, and I couldn't stop thinking about it for a bit. Especially since like suicide is like a very big thing, and especially since it happened in the game with the character that was very nice and very calm, was actually depressed and actually killed herself. And of course, that took us all, and it hurt for a while. Game reset. We're now after the reset, so AR after a reset, or ATR. So since we are now in the ATR stage, things get more and more weirder. So Yuri gets replaced, and Yuri acts more different. She acts more and more different. And what I mean, she gets more of Sayuri until we start to know that she cuts herself, and that's most likely why things weren't very. Her eyes got very. Those pictures weren't shown. I spent time with more of the two characters, the one I actually disliked, which was some black text, and that's when the sun, of course, got more dark. And the more I saw Yuri, the more Monica got jealous. And so and then she kills Yuri. And Yuri died. And thank God for the viewer for making me end it all. I deleted Monica and then Yuri. And then I just opened the game and everything got fine, but Monica was still alive. Alive, quotations. It's still a game. Alive, but got it. But you won't get it. Soon we learn that she's alive, and so things get more and more dark. Soon we got put in this soon we're in her, just me and Monica. And so after reset, so AAR after reset, it's like World War II. Returned to Monica for a little bit, and then soon Monica kills her and just destroys the whole game. At the end, we enjoy a beautiful little song, which I realize is called Your Reality, and it is now my Spotify playlist because good song, listen to it. Listen to that song, Your Reality. New DLC, let's do it. It's great. Storyline was really good. The ending was very. It was also very good. The thing is, at the end there was also like, in the credits you can see like there were some dark pictures that like most likely were which were most likely just pictures that we didn't get, since we took more of a different very well done. I didn't really like Nasuki, but it's a very of a different it's a very honest representation of tunes in it, especially most visual novels that have tunes in it, which is mostly of understandable why. Also, one thing about Doki is that when the thumbnails game I get to play around with, and I understand, so I'm the one that makes them, why I didn't really like her. It's a bit more fun, but it's also a bit more time consuming. But still, it's really fun. The story itself of Monica was especially very to be more creative. But the one of episode 7 I was really proud of, especially since I showed Eve, of course, especially with how it ended and how she was her hair was very proofy. Everything in the actual end, I found that really cool too. And I thought it really was a big twist on my side. Yeah, like I said before, very fun. Not really a big twist because there was many. That was very fun to some theories to talk about. about it. It was very fun to because very fun to like play around. You basically knew, especially when it was still very posed and very really fun to draw. For some reason, I like drawing people who are in pain. Bit of the problem with Astro. I find that really impactful and just really nice to draw. I think that's the problem with the storyline is that when you theorize about it, when actually think about it, I think the thing is you can figure out the ending really quick. It was really fun that you did thumbnails, especially due to the signs, the exporting part, and editing is annoying, especially with the texts and basically with the actual code. It takes so damn long. Like, it takes like 9 hours. And the finale is really 2 hours. I think that's likely be like an hour and something long episode. I did find it a bit like disappointing in how the ending was very clear, especially like I said with the theories and how they deserve praise. I did find it a little bit disappointing. Deserve praise for it's really understandable to stuff and understandable that many possibilities. The reset ending pretty obvious, happening or not, because of how the things are. Also, like how many possibilities you can put in the visual novel. But like I said, it's a bit disappointing. I find a game that has like many, you actually found it very easily, and I was a bit disappointed. I find people. I found either way the game was really. Either way the game was actually really that fun. Have that type of like. This is really fun. I love how the characters are very, I guess, alive. That and very. Okay. I like games who have different endings. That's what I mean. And especially how different endings, because you get to choose whether how there are some serious topics, because whether or not there are serious topics of the choices you make, like suicide and all that. And it's very, and you can either get a good ending or a bad ending, or maybe even an okay ending. Even though there may be many endings, it is like it's still really cool. Even though it takes very time consuming for like the game devs and like the artists, especially with the visual novel, it's still worth it because it's such an enjoyable game of actually making your own choices and making into an ending in which based on your personality and what you would have done in that situation. And I found that really, really cool. It was really cool. Like I said, I won't play Doki Doki Plus due to have to replay a game that I already played and don't want to play again.